What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and another Ubisoft on Ubisoft collab has come into the crew. To head down the... If I land this... What do you mean if I land this? I was landing on the road. Of course I'm going to land this. What am I talking about? You know what? If I landed on the road there, you better... you better have subscribed, okay? And if you want to catch my reaction to Ubisoft Forward, the next place we're getting information on the Crew 3, subscribe with notifications on. But for now, I'm terrible at this video game. I'm bad. Right, let's head over to the HQ. And the reason we're pelting it to the HQ is because we've gotten another Ubisoft on a Ubisoft collab. Of course, you may have seen before. We've had Driver San Francisco bundles. We've had Rabbids window tints and an Assassin's Creed Valhalla bundle, as well as... I do videos on most of the bundles that we get. We got like a Roller Champions one. This time around, you're able to get a brand new livery on the Pulse Performance, which is technically already in the game. But we're going to head over and give it a look. I am in the wrong car, but the last video I did was on this car. So, yeah, no, this is the car I'm in. Ow. I mean, ow. Okay, Mr. Camaro. Right, let's head over to, this, I guess. I mean, nothing else really, just this. Let's diddle our way over to the store, because that's where we're going to be looking. And it's always good to see when we get this kind of stuff. Obviously, this one has been in the game for a hot minute, right? There it is, the Trackmania bundle. I'll say what I mean with it having been in the game already. The blue chemical nitro is quite cool. Tell me we get that in this. Oh, we do. Okay, great. Because I want that. I want that nitro. But I didn't want to have to buy it separately. Trackmania tint. That's a Trackmania tint? Is it? What's so Trackmania about it? And then the Trackmania Underglow. Trackmania reference in the Crew 2 vertical video on this game when? The history of the Crew 2? I don't know, history of New York speedruns? I'd watch that. I'd make that if I had the patience and availability of the knowledge. It's just the availability of all the information, really. But where is our post-performance? Because it should already be Trackmania'd, which is unfortunate, because I'm probably not going to keep it like this, but it's a cool livery. And by the way, you can get this for absolutely free, so you don't actually have to buy the livery. Instead, you can just buy, you don't have to buy the vanities. The vanities, those you will have to pay for if you want them. But the livery, you can just go into liveries, go into exclusive, and then, well, own the other livery. Here, you got the regular post livery, and then, of course, the Trackmania livery. So yes, you can get this livery absolutely free. Essentially getting the bundle absolutely free. That's a cool looking livery. Let me look at that. That's good. You know what? That's pretty good. People making liveries and stuff. Good job. Good job. You know what? Good job. I guess let's take this thing into a race, shall we? And I say we shall. I really should have slid cut there, but you know what? I need to get more of these done on hard and ace, so we're just gonna do that. I'm just gonna whack this onto ace. There we go. Ace underwater. Great. I am very much looking for...
Oh, amazing engineering effort.
Right, I forgot this guy talks every time.
Construction began over 5 years ago on a special permit granted by the 4 states that control the lake bed: Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Michigan itself.
There it is. So yeah, this has already been in the game. The Trackmania bundle, especially, well, at least the livery for it, you can see it right there. Not this thing. You can see it right there. Yeah, it's already been in this game. So that's a thing. It's just like we've seen this from the start. They already put it in. Now we're finally able to buy it. They didn't used to actually lock off the liveries. You used to be able to tell what livery bundles were going to come out because they were in the game from launch. Now they finally made it so that they're only in the game once the bundle comes out. Boo. But oh well, you know, I'm actually having to drive here, by the way. Like, I was not first there, which is ill. And now we're sort of like, what else have we got? We got the Alfa Romeo Summit. Well, no, we've got UB Forward, and then we've got the Alfa Romeo Summit, and then we've got nothing, and then we've got the Summit that is the Green Flash, right? So 3. First we get UB Forward news, then we get 3 more Summits. So 3 more weeks still. Still a while to go, man. Still a while to go. And I'm just hoping we get a release date out of UB Forward. That's all I'm hoping. And I'm yawning. Oh, it's because I haven't had a coffee today. And that's why this video is so late, because the power was out this morning. And thus the power was out, and thus the boiler was out, and thus I couldn't shower, and thus I didn't want to go out to grab a coffee. That's why. I mean, I could have had a coffee at home. God, am I lazy? Am I inverse lazy? Because I still went out and walked to go get the coffee. Or would have. But instead I chose to not have the one in home.
I don't think I've ever seen cars driving quite that angle before.
I don't know. I'm either lazy or I'm not, and I can't tell which one. Now, of course, Trackmania was probably one of the few Ubisoft games that hadn't seen a collab yet. I mean, it depends what you consider, right? Watch Dogs, technically WKZ News, that's in this game. Same with a couple other things. Rabbids are now here, as well as with the toppers and the vanities. We've even had recent Rabbid stuff. We have, obviously, the Driver San Francisco bundle, but no livery or anything, nothing themed on Driver San Francisco. We just got a Driver San Francisco bundle, which that does suck, that nothing specific, right? Like, they could have, they've done the car from Driver San Francisco as a car in the game. They could have made that Driver San Francisco, but no. Instead it was the Riff Edition, and we've had the Ghost Recon Edition Raptor. Oh yeah! 2 Ubisoft collabs back to back. The Ghost Recon Edition Raptor and this thing.
What goes up
the Trackmania.
come down.
I don't know, that's interesting. Both of those back to back. I mean, nothing else to do, so I guess we'll go into another race. Oh, but you know what? I'll go into a specific race. Yeah, sure. Let's go into it. Here we go. We're on Trackmania in the Crew 2, and this is a video gamey type thing in the Crew 2. Trackmania, it was going to get a collab in the Crew 2 at some point, right? They're the two, I want to say the two vehicle-based game franchise, the vehicle-based franchises of Ubisoft, right? So this Trackmania having its own little thing, obviously, its own little community and whatnot. You do the big stunts or whatever. I don't know. What are you doing Trackmania? The tracks, right? Like the race 1 or whatever. I don't know. I watch vertical videos, okay? Like there was the one where the guy was like playing in slow motion. That one was interesting. As well as a bunch of other vertical videos. Trackmania is cool. Never really got into it though. I believe I downloaded it ages ago now. Didn't really get into it, but now, you know, I'm technically in. I'm in Trackmania right now, actually. See, look at that, look at that. Probably not gonna stick with this though. Are you gonna be buying this bundle? The Underglow, pretty cool. The Nitro, I'm gonna use that a lot. A blue and white Nitro, very, very good. I'm gonna use that so much. And I'm glad it's on the Pulse. The Pulse is actually decently usable, right? Like it's not like you can't use this thing. This thing is like a decently good to use car, which helps a lot. And I still really like that they let you put on the liveries without having to buy the bundle, right? It's just that's not very obvious, which, you know, I guess it's the point that it's not very obvious, because then people would just do that. But here I am telling everyone about it. It's not very obvious that you can get the livery separate, and I really, really hope people don't buy cars in these bundles. That would be terrible. I hope you know it is incredibly 1,000 times worse to buy cars with crew credits than it is to just buy them with bucks, okay? Play events, earn bucks that way. Jesus, don't be buying cars with crew credits, ever. But there we go, that is the end of that. Thank you to popular members, a special thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to star members Danimal, the Manimal, TK Troller, and Grim Pepper, and an insane top of the top thank you to Void and Bad at Games 02. That's going to be better for me, boys, in a bit.